Hey guys, it's Tess from the Latte Library and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a book review of Crescent by SJM I'm. I finished reading it last night and I wasn't sure if I was going to do a book review or not just because I had so many mixed thoughts. So I thought I'd decided wait until today to decide if I was going to do it or not, and turns out I thought I would share my spoiler-free thoughts. I would like to do a full review with spoilers, but I feel like that would be such a long video because I have so many thoughts. Basically, I was pretty disappointed in the read itself. I rated this book 3.5/3.75 stars, and yeah, I keep coming up with excuses as to why I didn't like it for my own reasons. I listened to it predominantly via audiobook. It's urban fantasy, which isn't something I normally go for, but I'm not really sure where to draw the line. Basically, House of Earth and Blood follows Bryce Quinlan, who I think is an awesome character, by the way. So I feel like the intro into the whole book, the first couple of chapters, I thought were awesome. I had no problem with them. A lot of people did think that it was slow and hard to get into. Not me. I loved it. I would definitely say that I was hooked because of the beginning of it. I thought just the way that Sarah J Maas world builds and the way she writes and everything is just awesome. And yeah, so I was fully all for it. I really appreciated Bryce's character and how she's very outgoing and is kind of labeled as a party girl, because I feel like you don't, or I haven't read that much in a lot of books. She does drink and does take drugs and swears a lot, but it doesn't mean that she's a bad person, and I think that this book really showcases that, which is awesome. I also like the fact that at one point there is grief in this book, and I think it's done really well. I think that it's relatable and honest, so I can really appreciate that. Hunt Athalar is the leading male, I guess you would say. He's okay. I feel like he doesn't have the same wow factor as some of other Maas's male characters in her other series, which I am obsessed with, by the way, which is why I'm pretty disappointed in this book, but also in myself. I didn't like this book. I know it's silly, but whatever. I thought that Bryce and Danica as characters were done really well in the first part of the book. I really liked Rune's character. I thought that his was the most consistent, and I think for that reason he's probably my favorite character in this book. I found this book to be a little bit predictable as far as the plot goes, and I think that it definitely went on for too long. There was a point in this book where you kind of felt like it just should have ended. There is a scene where Bryce is in the gallery that she works and just dealing with a particular matter, and I just think it should have finished there, if not a little after that, instead of having a whole block of something, which just did not make sense to me at all. I just would have been happier to not have read that part. I do feel at one point that the novel itself changed completely. The characters' motivations and everything changed, their attitudes toward things changed, but not subtly, just, I don't know, when I think of this book, I just think messy, and I really hate that I feel that way about it, but that's how I felt. Feel free to not attack me for my opinions, they're just my opinions. There is a lot of swearing, especially in the first part of the book, but it kind of dies down in the second half. I just feel like maybe they forget to swear so much. I don't know, it's kind of inconsistent because I feel like the way you speak is the way you speak. There was a lot going on at once and my brain just could not handle all of it. And I feel so you have this over here and this over here of the story, and they're supposed to line up, and even though kind of did, I feel like they didn't. I feel like it just didn't make sense, and a little bit was either far-fetched or very, very convenient. I don't know, it's just so unlike her other novels. But the writing itself was really great. I love the way Sarah J Maas strings words together, really well done. But yeah, I just didn't love it. So that is my review of this book. Maybe later down the track I will go into more detail and give examples of things that bothered me a lot. Don't get me wrong, there were some great scenes in the second half that I really appreciated. Oh, yeah. You have this long stretch in the second half of the book that I found so boring, and then that bit at the end, which I would have happily done without, was so rushed and random. I don't know, I just didn't love it. Feel free to tell me your thoughts down below, spoiler free if possible. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. See ya.